Welcome back, family. My name is iPerez and I studied aerospace engineering at the University of Bristol in the UK. In this video, I'm going to systematically break down the process for applying to an engineering course in the UK by writing a personal statement that stands out. I will draw from my personal experience as well as from over half a decade coaching students from all around the world to getting into the top universities such as UCL, Imperial College, Cambridge University, and Durham University. At some point in this video, I will share with you the first paragraph of my personal statement application that got me 5 offers into aerospace engineering. So let's start. The first thing that you need to do is to understand what the admissions officers want out of you. When you're writing the personal statement, I want you to think of the admissions officer as someone who is buried by an avalanche of personal statements, all of them being more or less mediocre, not making the cut, and being very boring to read. They are heavily overburdened and it is your job to stand out from the crowd. As an engineering student, you're supposed to communicate subtly through your personal statement that you have numeracy skills, logical thinking skills, and problem solving skills. The way you do this is by writing a personal statement that reads like a story. It's what I like to call a STEM story, where STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And STEM story is a story that showcases the emotions that you have of the world as seen by the perspective of STEM. What they're not compelled by is the 159th time that they see a student aggrandizing themselves pompously, because it shows a lack of consideration for the people who has to read those essays boringly. People are moved by emotions, by a narrative that keeps them gripped and hooked, sentence by sentence, wishing that the essay, when it's finished, was another 4,000 characters long. It's called personal statement for a reason. The personal statement has to answer these 3 questions movingly and clearly. I would suggest that you would tackle all these questions in turn as a mode of structure for your personal statement. It works very well. You should start your STEM essay or your personal statement by answering the question, why do I want to study this topic? Then you should go into, what have I done that makes me qualified for this course? And finally, you'll have to answer the question, what have I done to make me somebody who is going to contribute to the course and to the university? So let's break these questions down. First of all, let's look into how you start your personal statement. The objective of any good personal statement's introduction is that of hooking the reader and avoiding you from going to the no-go, no-offer pile. To do this well, we've seen that we need to answer the question, why do I want to study this topic? Here's my own personal example from when I applied for aerospace engineering. This is how it started. I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. To me, engineering is the embodiment of this tenet, in as much as it crystallizes passing thoughts into structures that stand the test of time. Now, if I were to redo this personal statement right now, I would remove the quotes because it's a very cliche way to start the personal statement. But what I like about it is that in less than 3 sentences, I can objectively say to someone that I have answered the question, why do I want to study engineering? In essence, what I want to say is that only by doing things do you understand them truly, and that in order to understand them, you have to apply them, which is the entire process of engineering. And because engineering is the study of what has never been, rather than the study of what has always been, i.e. the Oompa Loompas of maths and physics. Okay, jokes aside, as you can see, my personal statement reads like a story, and it's not a list, it's not bullet pointed, it's an essay. It is written in prose and it goes continuously from start to end. 4,000 characters, 67 lines. In the lines that follow, I make my case for what have I done that makes me suitable for this course, and also what makes me someone who is going to be able to contribute to the university and the course. So let's look into these questions. When you've done answering why you want to study this course, move on to answer what makes you suitable for the course. At this point, the admissions officers usually talk about a framework called MACK. MACK, which stands for maturity, ability, commitment, and knowledge. The dream of an admissions officer is that of finding a mature enough student who is capable academically and technically, and that has a commitment to long-term goals and knows exactly what they want to do in life and what they want to do after the course is finished. If you structure your essay and through that framework answer in the MACK framework, MACK, then you would have aced your personal statement. Trust me. Returning to my example, what I said was, after my introduction, which I just mentioned, I said that I was the youngest person in Spain to have been awarded the boat captain license at age 16. And then I went on addressing the differences and similarities between the nautical worlds and the aerospace worlds, and all the courses that I had done in preparation for aerospace. Finally, we've got the last question to address, which is, what shows that I am going to be someone who is going to contribute to the course and to the university? To me, this is the most personal part of your personal statement because you can add so much flair to it and go down many different roads. You should aim for around 1,000 characters, which is 25% of your personal statement, to be this section. And it is supposed to be about the things that interest you apart from the course that make you an overall well-rounded person. A tip for engineers is that of demonstrating that you are someone who is not going to go to college or university and stay locked into a room doing maths all day, but that you have some sort of flair of want, of need, of solving world problems through engineering. Talk about engineering and showcase how that has changed the vision of your world. Talk about the societies that you want to join or create when you go to university. Whatever you write, you need to make sure that it is clear, concise, and compelling enough so the admissions tutor goes, actually, I know exactly what this guy wants to achieve in life, and I want to be part of his vision. I want to do my part. Let's help him out. Let's accept him. Also, whatever you write into this section, make sure that it fits comfortably with the rest of the essay and you'll have a real winner. So if what is stopping you from writing a personal statement is procrastination, now that you know how to do it, then I have the answer for you, and it's a video that I've done over here called How to Deal with Procrastination and How to Beat It. So I would strongly suggest that you watch it. And if you're stuck with the topic of your essay and you don't really know how to start or what to talk about, I have a series of questions that might aid you in understanding what you could write about. Ready? 1. What has been the hardest thing in your life? 2. What has been difficult for you to accomplish? 3. If you were able to summarize your life in only 2 to 3 moments, which ones would they be and why? 4. What has held you back from realizing your ambition? 5. What is an experience that made you go out of your comfort zone? And finally, number 6, which is, what is a discovery that you made that made you thrilled? So then, open a sheet of paper, write down the answers to all these questions, and once you're done, open a Word document and start writing freely. Whatever you do, just let your mind flow. You'll be surprised of how many golden nuggets you get from those words. So if you like this content, give it a like. And if you really enjoy this content, then subscribe to my channel to see more of my work. And if you need any help with your personal statement, write it in the comments below and I'll help you with no strings attached. Bye.